Now, an update out of Poland. For more than 3 decades, Krakow has been holding a Jewish festival which attracts thousands of people each year. But this year, with the ongoing Israel-Hamas war in the backdrop, a shadow has been cast over the event. Robby Berman has more in this report.
35 years ago, here in Krakow, Poland, in the ancient Jewish neighborhood called Kazimierz, the annual Jewish Cultural Festival was born. Every year it draws about 10,000 people, Jews and Christians alike, to hear lectures on Jewish topics and to listen to old Jewish klezmer music and modern Israeli music. This year, however, given the Gaza war and the rise of anti-Semitism in many European countries, there was great concern that the festival would be interrupted by violent protests. Thankfully, that didn't happen.
The Krakow Jewish Festival is a more than a week-long festival of concerts, lectures, workshops on an entire spectrum of Jewish culture. And then there was the big question, what was going to be like this year? Can you have a festival when there's a war going on? It's an important question. It's not a simple answer. But I do believe you need to have a festival because we don't stop celebrating, we don't stop singing, we don't stop dancing. And even if we have a broken heart, we're not going to let Hamas, Hezbollah, and all the other anti-Semites of the world stop us from celebrating and dancing. But to be able to have something like the Krakow Jewish Festival is amazing, both for Poles to be able to see what was Jewish culture like, but even more so for young Jews of Poland to feel proud. We're so proud of our history and of our culture.
Hi, my name is Sophie Lichtman. I came all the way from Manhattan, New York, to Krakow, Poland, a place I never thought I would be. And I participated in the Culture Festival as well as the Ride for the Living and the Shabbat dinner. And it was really, really inspiring and beautiful to see all of these Poles and non-Jews and Jews come together to celebrate Judaism and our culture. It really was something I couldn't have expected and never really would have imagined would happen in a place like this. And it's absolutely changed my perspective on Poland right now and on the future of Jewry here in Eastern Europe. And it was really powerful and meaningful. And it's definitely something I'll remember for a really long time.
How do you explain that there's so little anti-Israel, anti-Zionistic expression here in Poland when there's so much in almost every other country?
I'm still trying to figure that out. I think part of it is that there's a very limited sympathy for the Palestinian cause. They also remember who supported Arab countries before the fall of the Soviet Union, and there's no sympathy for the Soviet Union or for Russia here. And I think also there is a respect for Israel that could stand up to so many enemies. Poland's also surrounded by historical enemies. Germany on one side, Russia on the other. And here, Israel is much smaller and standing up and a vibrant country. There is a kind of a respect for Israel and almost a sense of a connection to Israel.
Although the festival this year was not as well as attended as years past because of the situation, it was indeed a success. Besides a little bit of graffiti and about a dozen pro-Hamas protesters, there were no incidences of violence. It seems as if the famous ancient Hasidic rabbis that are buried here in the local cemetery brought a blessing of safety to the festival. This is Robby Berman reporting from Krakow, Poland for i24.